Introducing first out of the red corner, from Bowling Green, Kentucky, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Kings Road Slayer, Neal! And his opponent wrestling out of the black corner, from Watertown, New York, by way of the Muda Dojo in Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 210 pounds, Blue Thunder, Jay Freddie!
The brave new world here at Pro Wrestling Grind rolls on in singles action. Decorated combatants alike, Jay Freddie, Pro Wrestling Grind royalty, stepping up against the Kings Road Slayer, Derek Neal. Luminaries all across New England have turned out in droves for this very contest. Locking horns now to kick things off.
Freddie, I always think about the proverbial chip on the shoulder. Never lost the Grind Grand Championship, forced to relinquish due to an injury he suffered that he returned from with a vengeance last year with some Wolverine-like regeneration skills, as now this bout finding its way out to ringside, still tangled up in each other's clutches are Jay Freddie and Derek Neal.
Derek Neal. Been a couple years since we've seen him in the Emerald Ring. 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. That does not sit well with the Kings Road Slayer. He wanted the best and the brightest to welcome him back into the Emerald Ring.
He got that and then some with a challenge like Jay Freddie. But I'd say the same about a challenge being presented to Jay Freddie in the form of Derek Neal.
Both of these two, royalty in their respective home regions and even beyond. But something's got to give. Both of these two are the proverbial fish out of water at this juncture. We're all fish out of water here in Florence, Mass. It's our first time here. And if you were thinking about making the trip to come see some Pro Wrestling Grind at Florence, Mass, I gotta tell you, the food is top notch. Tip your bartenders and look out for flying pro wrestlers.
No doubt about that. Keep your head on a swivel. The hits coming hard and heavy between Derek Neal and Jay Freddie here at Brave New World.
And I gotta believe the tale of the tape we're seeing unfold right before us. Both of these two, they're gonna wanna keep each other within a puncher's distance, striking distance.
When you think about also the mass and the agility that both of these two have, definitely don't wanna have to close a distance and, oh geez, Trevor Terry, what are we talking about? Him having his work cut out for him?
Oh, the short straw was drawn by both referees.
Definitely.
You don't want to count or disqualify Jay Freddie. No, not in a Pro Wrestling Grind ring. You might be chased out of town with pitchforks and torches.
Plants Jay Freddie, dropping that elbow straight to the heart, hooks the leg, does Neal. Not enough. Talk about that fighting spirit, that mentality. It's something I think that lives in the veins of both of these combatants. The Kings Road spares no one, and it's a road that I think both of these men are not afraid to walk.
Derek Neal has had to field the question of, Kings Road Slayer, do you slay the Kings Road, or are you the slayer of the Kings Road? Do you represent it? And Derek Neal would say, why not both?
Oh, well, now into that bridge for the cover. Jay Freddie with that quick jab to the abdomen, breaking up the pinfall. But now, hey, when in doubt, stomping the digits of Jay Freddie, who's now forced to, I guess, re-articulate.
But Derek Neal, well schooled on all 4 pillars of heaven, based out of Japan. And Jun Akiyama, I consider him a pillar too. And Derek Neal knows a thing or two about Jun Akiyama. But can he put it all together? Because Jay Freddie, veteran of 0-1, very comfortable in Japan in his own right.
Now firing off with furious intensity, Jay Freddie, former Grind Grand Champ.
The first, the greatest, record set. Good luck breaking them.
Freddie came back with starting to get such wind beneath the sails at the end of 2025, and now wants to start 2026 the same way, but not with a drop kick to the mush from Derek Neal.
And quick to follow up, Derek Neal repositioning into the cover. Single leg jackknife, only good for 2.
And seamlessly floated into it as well. Incredible acumen has Derek Neal. But think about the factor. Freddie chants beginning to sound throughout Florence.
It's that away team doctrine he's got to read from. The best and brightest teams pick your sport. Away games, it's a different mountain to climb, especially in the Emerald Ring. Sticks the landing on the Bulldog. And Jay Freddie, that's a home team here at Pro Wrestling Grind. Derek Neal, lots to overcome, swinging wild at the lariat, pop of the hips, back suplex.
Into that cover, waste no time. Jay Freddie certainly was not looking past Derek Neal, knows the kind of challenge that was presented to him tonight. But Derek Neal, I think, also acknowledged the away team mentality. And for Derek Neal, he would like nothing more than the satisfaction of sending everyone home knowing that he defeated their fave.
Yeah, facts. He didn't come in looking for the welcome back or anything like that. He came in.
Oh, God.
And hold on, the rolling elbow, sliding D, right into the cover.
2 count only. Jay Freddie still in this.
Masato Tadaka would have given that an A+, but Derek Neal, Jay Freddie, our bout still rolls on here at Brave New World. Now hooking up the Fisherman Buster, Jay Freddie lowering the center of gravity, jumps into the knee strike. And out of nowhere finds home with the cutter.
Now right into the cover from Freddie. 2 only.
But Jay Freddie, we know what the calling card is. That wizard never shines brighter than here at Pro Wrestling Grind. Come on.
Oh, geez, I reckon.
Back and forth they go, exchanging blows, but Derek Neal, the brainbuster.
Very wise of Neal to stay right on top of Jay Freddie. He's not giving himself any breathing room. But wait a second!
Jay Freddie now the sheer drop on the brainbuster.
Impressive show of strength from both of these combatants, and now
neither one able to capitalize. Our referee laying down the count. And you can see our referee checking on each combatant afterwards because they know they don't want to send this home with a double count out.
Definitely not Trevor Terry. Now halfway through the count, who is going to answer the call? Oh wait, Jay Freddie vehemently rising to his feet. Derek Neal as well.
Weight scooped out of the air, the gun stinger. Shades of Billy Gunn into the cover. Only 2.
Derek Neal forced to reassess. What more does he have to throw at Jay Freddie? What's it gonna take? Now looking for that dude buster, trying to get Freddie into position, but
wait, the Tiger Driver!
Oh, and
excuse me,
gets that shoulder up just in time to keep the matchup alive.
But Jay Freddie, he already knows what's next on the menu.
With the Shining Wizard in, oh wait a second, no, slam the powerbomb!
The big snapper, and Derek Neal knows. Lariat! And one more time around, Jay Freddie, Fisherman Buster! The 3-pack, the cover, Derek Neal victorious! Brave New World indeed! Derek Neal, he has the ability